Tassadar was taken into Judicator custody and sentenced to stand trial for his crimes against the Conclave. Phoenix, Raynor, and Tassadar's followers escaped from the Conclave's agents as the Dark Templar slipped away in the chaos.
Entaro Adun, Executor. All seems lost now, but still we must fight on. We must find Tassadar and secure his release from the Judicator before they can execute him for treason. Without him, I fear there is no way to defeat the Zerg and their Overmind. Zeratul and his Dark Templar have vanished, leaving us to fend for ourselves. I wonder if Tassadar was mistaken to have put his trust in them. We are receiving a transmission from Captain Raynor's command ship.
This is Raynor. I'd like to help if I can. Tassadar laid it on the line for me and my crew on Char. I'd like to repay the debt. Besides, I'm a long way from home, surrounded by hostile aliens. I've got to do something.
Then you shall, bold human. You shall.
And welcome back! This is Ballerscuba with more Let's Play Starcraft. We are heading into a difficult mission today. We need to destroy the stasis cell, where our buddy is being held prisoner. Phoenix and Raynor are going to be with us. Raynor is much more valuable to us, therefore I might not use him. I'll use him a little bit, I have to, but let's head in. Our tip today is quite nice. Protoss carriers attack by launching small interceptors that swarm their target. To build interceptors, select the carrier and press the Build Interceptors button. So similar to how we had to build explosives inside the Reavers themselves, we have to build interceptors inside the carriers. Except that the interceptors live for a lot longer than, you know, the sudden explosions of the Scarab, so that's nice. Carriers cannot attack without interceptors. To build additional interceptors, select the carrier and select Build Interceptors. All right.
Anytime you're ready.
Raynor's
Go ahead, Commander.
got the Hyperion. We'll move you guys over here.
Anytime
I believe over here will be the best spot.
You have not enough minerals.
We have some work to do.
Immediately.
Try to organize these guys a little bit better. So the main attacks will come from here to begin with, and here eventually.
You have not enough minerals.
They will come from this side too, but hopefully I'll be able to get enough minerals together so that I can set up
Not enough minerals.
enough photon cannons to kind of hold off everything over there. Really?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
All right, they came this way instead. All right, Phoenix, I'm gonna need you in there a little bit. What am I doing with the carrier? Carrier doesn't have anything in it.
Go ahead, Commander.
All right, Raynor's kind of really useful for this. Not kind of, he is really useful for this. We will try to get enough together so that I can put some interceptors into the carrier. They cost 25 apiece, and I can put 4 in for now. There is an upgrade that comes later. You know what? We can actually build a couple right now. 25 apiece. It's useless without them, so you do want to try to get them going eventually. All right, just keep on going for minerals for the time being. We need to set up defense first, and we can worry about all the gas that I'm gonna need later, and I will need quite a bit of gas. We are gonna go for a lot of upgrades. We're going almost entirely carrier today. That's the plan. Unfortunately, I don't have an arbiter. I don't have access to an arbiter.
Warriors have engaged.
Sounds fun.
They usually send more than one at a time, so let's send these guys over to check. No, we look pretty safe here. All right,
This should be good.
probably time for me to get the pylon at least out there. There should be good. All right, head in here. We'll keep working on probes. So we're gonna go for defense first. We're also gonna go for max interceptors there. We're gonna keep working on probes. Of course, I will need to move some of these over to the geyser eventually, but for now, we're focusing on the mineral income. This is a weird map, and I'll go over why it's so weird.
Construct additional pylons.
It's done. Thank you. We'll go over why it's so weird eventually. But basically, we do need to kind of go quickly, relatively quickly. More quickly than I have in the past. There are 3 additional bases for me, 2 of which I'm going to have to take over. I've had to do this one a few times. Because I was given bad advice. That tends to happen a lot, but this time the bad advice came from, like, official guides and stuff, so I did struggle with this one because I was trying to listen to them more than I should. But we will get this done. Let's go ahead and get another photon cannon up. We will need several. So I'm kind of having these guys build one, head back in. That's pretty much it. All right. We'll get this going, though. We have a fairly good income going, so let's go ahead and build that assimilator. And head back in. That should probably be enough probes. They're not drones, they're probes. We will need another photon cannon down here. It's probably enough. As you can see, it's a little bit over right now, so I will send guys out eventually. Let's actually build a pylon over here. All right, you head over here. You 2 head over there. And 4 and 5. I believe 5 will be what I need here. So we're fully loaded on our interceptors now, 4 on the carrier. That is all that I can do for the time being. Is this guy not doing it? He wasn't in there for a bit. That kind of sucks.
Your command.
Yeah, I still want these guys here. This is where the air comes in. So I need to try to take advantage of that. We are going to need to start working on things here, so let's get a gateway going. We don't have enough gas in order to get the shield upgrades, which is the only thing that I want to do out of the forge. So we only need the 1 forge for now. All right, let's get a couple photon cannons going over here. Told you over here would probably be okay. All right, down they go.
Right on.
All right, we're gonna need a Yamato gun right there.
Go ahead, Commander.
All right, get in there. I need you to hit him. Come on, hit him. Down it goes. And Raynor is pretty worse for the wear right now. So yeah, they send carriers pretty early. Their carriers are, of course, better than mine right now. Let's get that shield upgrade. And unfortunately, Raynor can't be done with what I need him to do. This guy didn't get hurt permanently, but Raynor did, and I cannot repair him. So that's going to be an issue. I don't have SCVs. Probes are not licensed for this kind of stuff. It's a union thing. We're also going to need cybernetics cores. I'm going to want 2 of them. I'll get back on the minerals for now. All right, so we got ourselves a little bit of a defense. We don't have anything on this side yet, but we will eventually. Still just trying to work on the mineral income. It looks like I could use like 2 more probes there.
Raynor here.
So, yeah, unfortunately, he is super useful, but I can't do too much with him because if he dies, that's it. All right, let's head up and get another cybernetics core. Because I'm going to want all of the upgrades out of those. Just all of them. We'll start with air weapons level 1. That is more useful due to the interceptors, the way that the carriers work. I would argue that the air attack upgrade is more valuable when you start, at least. And then because of the shield upgrades that I'm always getting, it's more useful. All right. Let's get photon cannons in place. Kind of back off of there a little bit so the photon cannons can be placed properly. All right, let me get back in there. All right, so like I mentioned, I'm going pretty much full on carrier. Ready to get that going. So we want the upgrades for the air as quickly as possible. I should have enough of a defense here to at least hold off anything that comes my way for the time being. We will need to move out. There is one free base for me, but when I get that free base, there is a problem with it, and that's that they counterattack as soon as I get it. So we might not get that too soon. Oh, shit. Get him. Get him. Shit. The fucking Reavers, man. Down he goes. Down go most of my forces. This is why I had Phoenix in the back. Might need to get some replacements for him, but let's try to get a couple things going. We are going to need a Stargate. I will also need a robotics facility. Mostly for shuttles, but also an observer could not hurt. All right, how are we doing here? We're getting there. Now, the problem is that they send Reavers, and the Reavers will take down my cannons pretty quickly. What are you doing? What the hell was he doing? What are all of you guys doing? Why are people going over here? Why is that a thing that happens? They seem better now. Let's get level 2 shields underway. That was so weird. All right, let's back us up with a couple more cannons here. If I get a kind of a full block off, I'm okay with that. All right, so cannot build the carriers straight away. You need a fleet beacon for those. That's also what I'm going to need for the upgrades here. I cannot get the level 2 upgrades without the fleet beacon. So I will need to build that relatively quickly here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough gas for that just yet. It takes 200 gas. It's 300, 200. So that takes some time. So yeah, gas. Protoss need it. They need a lot of it too. All right, so I'm relatively secure here for now. Let's head out. Give me a fleet beacon. We'll build it back here. Nothing comes out of the fleet beacon. It is an upgrade place only, so we'll try to get that done. The cybernetics core. All right, so like I said, it requires the fleet beacon in order to get the air upgrades level 2. I should have enough gas once that beacon is done to go straight into the air weapons upgrade. Maybe not the armor, though. Maybe not. We will see. Fleet beacon, though, also has an upgrade of its own. Very important. Also cheap, though. So I'm not too concerned about that. High Templar. Do I want to go Templar? You know what? Mostly carrier. The reason that I'm thinking about it, though, is that I can do a hallucination with the Templar on the carriers, and hallucinations on carriers in particular are very, very nice. So if you can get it, I would recommend it, but it's not required, I don't think. So not enough for the armor just yet. We will have to hold off on that for the time being. I do have enough for more cannons, so we'll try to get that going. We'll put another one there. That's kind of a second tier cannon, though. Put one over here. For whatever reason, they like to attack right here. And then head back and build one there. Okay. That should be enough until we start losing some, because we will lose some. Yeah, from this side, they send mostly ground forces. There will be an occasional Reaver, but for the most part, we are talking about stuff like, well, a ton of Zealots and a ton of Dragoons. What was that? Oh, look! Speaking of a ton of everything.
Anytime you're ready.
There we go.
Sounds fun.
Oh, I also selected an interceptor there. That's fine. So, like I said, we'll need replacements. These two are fine, though, so it actually worked out pretty nicely for me in the long run. All right, we do have enough to get the carrier upgrade, plus 4 max interceptors. It doubles their damage. It is a very nice upgrade. I would highly recommend it. In fact, I would say if you don't get this upgrade, your carriers are not as good.
Upgrade complete.
All right, that is the shields. I do need 400 for that final upgrade, and I will save up for that. We might be done with some of this other stuff, though, in the meantime. I do need to start thinking about getting another base, though, so I'm going to get a shuttle. A shuttle. And I'm going to try to do this quickly. A lot of people like harassing with Raynor, going out using the Yamato gun and coming back in. I don't like doing that because I need him here for initial defense. A lot of those people also recommend getting a whole bunch of Zealots and Dragoons to kind of back up your defense in the base. I don't like going that route, but I understand why you would. I'll say it that way. All right, so I can make the carrier now. As you can see, they are very expensive. 350 minerals, 250 gas, 6 supply. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of which, I probably need to get some pylons going. Just bunch them up. All right, shuttle is done. Upgrade's done. All right, that was the carriers. So now I can get total of 8 carriers, or sorry, interceptors on my one carrier. I swear they attack this way sometimes. So I have been told that you can actually hold the secondary base with just the probes that go over there. I've experienced something different, so I would recommend you get a good fleet going. You can bring Raynor. It's risky, though, because the base that counterattacks when you get the base, it's, like, way over here. The big base that counterattacks you is, like, this one, and they have a ton of stuff. So that base down there, the one that actually has the stasis cell that we are looking to liberate Tassadar from, is red, actually. They do not have an actual mining base. They don't have an operational base. They cheat a bit. Oh, we finished an upgrade here. I didn't hear that. All right, let's get level 3 underway. One more, and then we can start massing our carriers. I might build another Stargate in order to try to keep up. I will need multiple Stargates in order to make this work properly for me, because, well, like I said, the big base that we're looking at is red. That's the one where the stasis cell is. That one does not have any mining going on. It also doesn't have a nexus. It doesn't have anything like that. It just gets units.
Upgrade complete.
Constantly. Just all the time it's getting units. So you do want to be fast because of that, but ultimately, it's not like some of the other areas that we've been to where if you take it out a little bit at a time, it'll work out. They won't rebuild anything. They don't have any probes, but they just constantly get fed units. Where the units come from is kind of always up for debate, but you do not want to hold off for too long, and then as I say that, I'll be holding off for a long time. Because we're not ready. We're not ready. You're gonna get so many carriers. So many pylons as well. All right, head back in here.
Go ahead, Commander.
So far, we've been very defensive, but that will change. All right. Final upgrade that we wanted to get. There is still more that I wanted to do with my gas, just not quite yet. All right, what does this put me up to? 121 supply. That's most of what I will need, but not everything. Oh.
Anytime you're ready.
That's gonna be a Reaper drop, I think.
Right on.
It was not a Reaver drop, but it's working out fairly well for us. Get over here and try to help a little bit. That guy was out front. He didn't want to move. All right, worked out pretty well for us. We lost a Dragoon and a photon cannon, but nothing too bad considering what they sent. Let's get that up. Let's get our first carrier underway. And there went literally all of my gas. But we will keep trying.
Here. Sounds fun.
We will get an operational base underway eventually. But for now, we continue to just get minerals, and we'll get resources. Everything's almost done.
Upgrade complete.
All right, that is the shields. That is good. We are gonna want more Stargates. So let's get that second one underway. And head back in. I think I can support 2 Stargates on what I have right now for income. The gas will run out eventually, but we will have a fleet by then. Fingers crossed. Nothing more I want to do here. I mean, it's somewhat useful, but I'm not going for ground today. I am going for air. As you can see, carriers take forever. We will get more carriers in time, though. Once I get another base going, I will try to go for more Stargates so that we can make this go more quickly. Plus, because the quicker I go, the less of an opposition I will have. A lot of other times I have to go based on resources. Especially single player, you have to go based on what kind of resource limitations that you have.
Upgrade complete.
But that's not necessarily the case this time. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little oversaturated here, so we will try to think about the second base, but this is not enough to hold off any kind of opposition that comes against us. I will need at least 6, if not more. Depends on what they actually send my way.
Carrier has arrived.
Carrier has arrived. Build interceptors for me right away. Do want to set a rally point over here. Like I said, this is where most of the air comes in. That's why these guys are here. And then we will wait. And then I'll get second carrier underway here. And we can try to get the stuff going quickly. Hopefully. I'm gonna need more gas. I need more gas income. That's the bottom line of it right now. Once I start expanding, though, it'll start getting easier. Once I get the fleet, everything will start working out a lot better for me, as you might imagine. Having a fleet of carriers can be so powerful. It doesn't win the game for you, don't get me wrong, but it does do wonders for you at the end. And yes, as soon as a carrier pops out, I like telling it to start making interceptors for me. Because if you don't, it's useless. Without interceptors, there's no point to having a carrier. And you wasted a whole bunch of money.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, that is the final upgrade that I wanted to do. Let's talk about the fleet beacon a little bit more. It also gives you scout upgrades, sight range, and scout movement. They are relatively useful, but the main reason to get a fleet beacon, in my opinion, is to get the air upgrades and the carriers. But mostly the carriers. Let's be real about it. You want those carriers. Looks like I'll have just enough. Maybe. No, maybe the carrier gets done a little bit early. We have to hold off a little bit. Yeah, the carrier gets done just a hair early. Go ahead and make me another one then. Dude, I'm not gonna send Raynor out. I just don't have it in me at this point to send him out and die. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to support 2 carriers at a time. It seems. That's a little sad for me. I was hoping, but it's not quite there. I can definitely make it go faster, but it's not a full 2 times faster going this way. But that can change in time once I get that second base. And I have leftover carriers. But like I said,
Has arrived. Instructions.
it's a ways. You will need a shuttle in order to get anything over there. And some people get there really early, but every time I've tried to go there in the past, there has been a counterattack. They are not happy that I have a second base. And they try to take it back. And the force that they use to take it back is quite strong. So I would recommend at least 6 carriers. So I'm not moving out until I get 6.
Your command.
And right now I'm at 4. So it's not like we're a ways away from it, but there's still going to be some time. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. They weren't even focusing on one. Yeah, the minerals are starting to go down around here. But that's okay-ish. It's not fully okay, but it's okay-ish. What are we at? We're at 4 still. I always feel like I should have more than I do when it comes to the carriers, but we'll get them. We will get them.
Carrier has arrived.
There we go. And we will get this stuff going. I'm going to try to keep carrier production up. Of course, it will be better. I get that second base, which we're close to. We are close to it. More carriers. They're so good. When you get them in a large group, they're so good. I would love to team them with an arbiter. Just one arbiter would make just the biggest difference overall to how I can do this. But unfortunately, I don't have access to an arbiter, but my opponents do. So that makes things a little bit more difficult for me, but not overly difficult, I would say.
Your command.
I can still handle it. I would like an observer in time, but right now, gas is too precious for me to go that route. Do I dare bring my
Carrier
shuttle
has
along?
arrived. Instructions.
I think I do. I think I darest. Alright, so
Instructions.
that makes 6. We'll load up 6 of you guys. Head in here. All right, make me more interceptors. We will do this on the fly. You're number 2 now. All right, head out.
Instructions.
So the way to do this is very specific. And this is one of the issues with why this is a difficult map.
Your command. We are under attack.
Shit! Oh, dear God! Did you see what they had over there?
This should be good.
Get out of there! Get out of there, Phoenix!
Carrier has arrived. Your command.
This is Jimmy. Oh, yeah.
Get the hell out. Alright. Let's head back. Jeez. That was ridiculous. They had, what, 6 Reavers?
Right on.
Phoenix almost died. Phoenix is not equipped to handle that many Reavers. This is one of the reasons why air is so strong. Need another carrier. Alright, so their base is up there. You want to avoid their base. Build me another cannon. Jeez. You don't want to go to that base. That's one of their bases, I should say. You want to make it to the water.
Commencing. Warriors have engaged the enemy. Your command.
Okay. We're gonna have to hang out a little bit here. Who finished the carrier? You finished the carrier.
Instructions. Your command.
You guys are now all one. Let's head this way. There is an observer there. That's fine.
Your command.
All right, we're gonna head this way. We're gonna head this way.
Instructions.
Jeez. I feel like I've been putting this off for too long because of how much they have to defend against me. But we're gonna make this work.
You look at us.
Alright, so they don't have much in the way of defense here. Yeah, it's just a couple dragoons. But hey, look what's coming our way.
The warriors have engaged the enemy. Your command. Carrier has arrived.
Yeah, there's more coming too.
You look at us.
Get him! Get him so hard! Alright, got him. Anything show up as a result? No, they just sent the Arbiter all by itself. Alright, I'm gonna need a Nexus over here. Come on, guys. We're gonna make this work. Nexus. There. Build me an assimilator. Build me a pylon. You build me another pylon. You're gonna have to hang out here for a bit, I think.
Your command.
All right, are they both done? No, one's done, but the other still could come. All right.
Your command.
Now I'm short on minerals because I spent so many right there. But damn it, we're gonna get this all underway. Hang out here somewhere. Alright, pylons are done. That's fine for the time being. I'm just kind of waiting on other things. We will need the income on the minerals first, it looks like. But we're starting. We're off to a little bit of a rocky start there due to a little bit of bad timing. They don't always have that many scouts there. They don't have a carrier there all the time. They don't always send 6 Reavers at me. Good God.
Your command. You look at us.
Keep on making them. We almost good here? We still got a ways to go. I can't mine with these guys just yet either. They will try to go back. They think they can make it. They cannot. They will die. So we'll try to get this base fully saturated. What was that? Was there something down here? I don't see anything. What's going on here? Why? Why? It's clearly here. We'll get some more probes going. What are you guys doing to me? There you go! And my Vespine's out. That's fine. I have another one. And once we can get my minerals back up,
Your command.
we can start thinking about going again. So I had 8. This put me up to 12. I've heard people say that you can conquer the last base with just 12. That did not work out for me. So I'm not going to recommend doing that. I'm going to recommend complete and utter destruction of the entire world. Everything that's available here, you know? Everything on the map, I would recommend getting rid of it. Alright, there's one.
Instructions.
I know I technically need minerals right now, but the gas will be more important in the long run, so I'm getting that first. Now, once I get minerals, I can set up some photon cannons down here and have my carriers leave and go somewhere else. But that is not right now. There we go. Keep on building for me. We're gonna make this work. We're off to an okay start. I've actually thought about saving for this one, but I think I will be fine without it. We're gonna call this fully saturated. It looks like there's a little bit of a gap between, yeah, those two, but we're gonna call that fully saturated. All right, let's keep going. This one's first. This one is first. All right. Looks like we're back up to speed where I need to be. In terms of mineral production, at least. So we'll get secondary ones on all of these, and then photon cannons, and then we will consider moving out once more. Having a full fleet of carriers is, like I said, so satisfying. It is so nice to just see just a flood of interceptors just completely cover the screen sometimes. Come on. There we go.
Go ahead,
Greener, I'm still nervous about you. Like I said, a lot of people like to send him out, like see this photon cannon here, they would Yamato gun it and then have him back off. It's risky. That's the best way for me to put it. It is a risky thing to do. But if you can make it work, and if they don't counterattack as quickly as they have for me in the past, it can work quite well for you. Some people also recommend a shield battery for this one. That definitely also could work. But often I don't, if I'm sending them back, I have time to...
Carrier has arrived.
I have time to just let the shields regenerate. They have a ton of health, don't get me wrong, but most of that health is in regular health. It's only a third of their health that is actually in their shields, so you're not regenning as much as you would like.
Your command?
You know what? No, I'm gonna try to get another carrier going. But we are getting close to being ready to move out on our second target, which is down here. But we will need to cross the map for that, and that poses a little bit of an issue. How are you guys doing? You need a little bit more. All right, so I have 8 over here. I got, well, 5 there, but we're working on more there. Feels like I could be doing more here. We'll at least get a second one underway. They have not attacked here yet. And that makes me optimistic. So we'll get another one here, and then we'll start thinking about moving out.
Carrier has arrived. Your command?
I keep on using all my minerals on interceptors, but that's what you're supposed to do when you get a fleet of carriers like this. All right. I think we are
Your command?
relatively good to go here.
Carrier has arrived.
There we go.
Your command?
That gives me 7.
Instructions.
So that's 15 overall. That's pretty good. So 2, 1, and 2. We'll get up to at least 125 so I can get this to work.
You have not enough minerals.
Or multiple things could still need stuff, so not quite, but
Your command?
I think it is time to move out. So we will move here with both of our guys. Pincer attack a little bit, just in case there's something there.
Look at us.
Oh my! Look what they sent in. Alright, we're gonna have to send these guys in, take care of everything else, because the Arbiter fucking sucks. Lockdown. Good news is I can't be attacked while this is happening. Bad news, I can't do anything while this is happening.
Your command? Go. Affirmative.
Are you fucking serious?
We are under attack.
There's not much I can do about that. Like, what else am I gonna do here? All right, hit that. I shouldn't have done that now. I thought the carriers would have taken longer there. All right, this makes me mad though. This is why. Seriously though? Oh, followed by a Psy Storm. Wait, there's still one available. He's not moving though. We're keeping everybody the same. This freaking level, man. Are you guys both done? Looks like you are.
Instructions.
We need to start thinking about moving quickly.
Look at us.
All right, are they still here somewhere? All right, that's a little bit too close. Hit him though. That's a shuttle. Not an arbiter. Not the doom that I was hoping for. I lost one. Get in there. Give me more minerals. Fucking... fucking arbiters, man. This is when I wanted to move out.
Instructions.
As you can see, that's proven to be a little bit more of a hassle than I had originally wanted it to. Have to wait for this arbiter shit to go away all the damn time. It's like they're stalling me on purpose, knowing that they'll get reinforcements later.
Instructions.
But I seriously doubt the AI is actually that smart. All right, 1, 2.
Instructions.
That's not everybody.
Commencing.
1 and 2.
Instructions. Your command.
All right, you guys are 2 now.
Orcanos.
All right, we're gonna head over here. I'm leaving this base relatively defenseless. At least they got something.
Orcanos.
You guys are out of things to do.
Your command.
All right.
Affirmative. We are under attack.
They can handle that. They can handle that. We need to get another base.
Commencing. Your command. Affirmative. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, I see that. Nobody needs any replacements?
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Commencing.
Come on, guys, more interceptors out there.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
All right, carriers doing their damn job.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Your command. Commencing.
Hang out over here, defend. You guys head down here. We have some more work to do. Okay, so yeah, red, they're the big problem. I mean, they're a huge problem. Purple, not nearly as bad. Having just a massive fleet of carriers will, you know, be very nice. They do wonders for you. The problem is freaking arbiters. It's always going to be arbiters. All right, let's get a nexus. Actually, yeah, build it higher. Since they have another base, they will be sending in reinforcements to try to stop you. I believe they only come from the northeast, but I could be wrong about that, so... We'll build something down here just in case. Alright. We'll try to get more minerals first. That is what I'm short on.
Instructions.
I don't have anybody back here. Let's get another carrier first, actually.
Instructions.
I could use more. We don't have like a full set as much as I would like, so we could always use more. I'll try to get the next base, which is up here, which is more heavily defended than the one that we saw, but not too bad, I would say. They just keep on trying. They just keep on trying. Nexus! Still hoping. Get over here. Get close to it. What is your guys' problem? There's a giant thing being warped in. You should know that. It's your home. God, I love just looking out and just... Oh, look, carriers. Oh, it's my favorite. We'll wait for it to fully finish, and then we'll send people in. They sent a probe. They sent a freaking probe. Alright, so this should hold me out. A little bit of time. Not as good as my main base by any means. So far it's been this side. Put a couple photon cannons out there. Maybe a third one. Alright, I head back in. Those probes are not too smart. Not the brightest.
You have not enough minerals.
Let's get 3 more and put them in here. Now that they have not attacked again. No more arbiters. So yeah, that's kind of the strategy for the defense on the red side is going to be what we have more or less seen. It's going to be arbiters, High Templar, dragoons. They will occasionally throw a reaver in there, but that's not really their mainstay. They have a ton of dragoons, ultimately. Alright, so we have enough for another carrier.
Instructions.
And I think I'm ready. Maybe. Another probe. They are not the brightest, the AI. They just cheat. They don't play by rules of...
Instructions.
Well, like resource management or anything like that. And I'm not going to put them on gas because I don't need any gas right now, but I might later, so I do want to have the assimilator up just in case I need it. How much? Oh, we got plenty of time.
Instructions.
Give me more interceptors. I need them. I don't really need that, but I'm going to get them. And we'll try to get, like, maybe 3 things of carriers by the end. That's one of my goals. I would love to just have a full fleet. And I do have the resources to actually manage it, so I'll be happy about that. There we go. Lots of stuff coming in. Things are looking up. It was a little scary there for a bit, but like I said, once I got second base, things do get easier, except when they send arbiters at you. Arbiters do not make things easier, ever. Well, unless they're on your side. But if they're against you, they're just a hassle.
Instructions.
All right, we're looking pretty good here. Let's just keep on sending the one probe. Not smart. carrier done.
Carrier has arrived.
Very nice. Go ahead and max that out. Alright, we're doing okay. I have a token defense force here. But I do have enough for another carrier here.
Carrier has arrived. Yishnu,
And eventually one there as well.
your command. Yolkanas.
So you guys are the new number 1. We'll try to set them up in a good spot eventually. Carrier's so strong. So strong. In fact, you know what? Let's move out some of the... Let's move out my number 1. Number 2 can hold this place for the time being. They look like blimps to me. They always have, but I still love them. It's just that blimps don't really scream out, "You should run in terror!" You know, there's a blimp! Oh no! But they're still quite nice.
Instructions.
It was another probe. Why would they send another probe? You know, don't have quite the income to support a third, do I? Maybe I do. Let's get a third Stargate going. Actually, what I really want to do is get an observatory. Okay. Could easily afford that. That's actually very nice for me.
Carrier has arrived.
Get another one going. Fill you out.
Your command.
You guys still need a little bit of work. Okay. I think we're actually ready to move on. I would like more.
Yishnu,
We'll lump you guys together, so that's 20.
has arrived.
20 total. I will need the observer, which is why I got the observatory. It's the reason to get it.
Yolkanas. Your command.
All right, so 1 and 2. It's time to move out.
Tula.
We're moving out
Yolkanas.
way further than that, though. Gonna hit over here. We're gonna. What are you gonna do when 20 carriers come for you?
Yolkanas. Affirmative.
Yeah, they have more defense. They absolutely do.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
But it's mostly ground forces. All right.
You must construct additional pylons.
Oh. I'm there, am I?
Instructions.
Outside of maybe one photon cannon,
Additional pylons.
it looks like we're done. We'll let all this build up. I'll get more pylons over here eventually.
Instructions. Affirmative. You must construct additional pylons.
I'm aware.
Commencing.
Well, they got an observer. And, well, a couple observers. Sometimes it's difficult to not get the interceptors to attack each other. All right. That looks good to me. That's most of the map done. Well, it's half the map, but the last half is just all one big part there of the enemy. So we'll just send one over. Wait, where is it? It's way over there. You know what? It's fine. We're pretty good, but I would like everything ready to go eventually. So, oh, I still need one. I was hoping that would be the full thing. I was hoping that would be it. But we'll get this done. I am a little nervous about what we're about to do, though. If I'm being purely honest, they can do a number on me. They get that arbiter off, like, bad news. Notice how red does not attack too often. We'll call that good enough. And we will wait. Just let my resources continue to build. Is this done? No, we still got stuff going here. Observer is there. He can hang out with that guy. All right, and the Nexus should put me over the top. We'll get secondary ones just going. So now we got three of these guys going.
Your command.
Wait, 1 and 2? Oh, I forgot to set you guys as 2. All right, fair enough. I think I was waiting on one more to finish up. But of course, he wasn't working. Oh, the things that I can do with full supply. Almost all carriers, like I said, almost all carriers. Do I want to actually clear the map? I want to try, but we will make sure that I can at least get to the spot that I need to go before we actually start clearing everything else. That should put me up to full supply. It does. We'll put, yeah, 6. That should be good enough. And then we'll do what we can with the rest of the carriers. I'm liking this. And then I'll have reinforcements, and should things go poorly for me, we can send the reinforcements rather quickly. Well, I can at least get a secondary force rather quickly, I should say. Don't really want to build too much more here. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the full 3 hotkeys, the full 3 sets of 12 of the carriers. Not gonna work out for me, but we can make what we have work.
Instructions. Your command.
Interceptors.
We are under attack.
Are you kidding me? Alright, looks like that is it. I am out of psi. Save the probes! At least I tried. Alright, I think I got him. Shit! The fucking Arbiter. Like, if it's just him, there's only so much he can do. Get out of there. Go up here. Just as I said, notice how they're not attacking too much. Look what happens.
Your command.
Alright, we're gonna wait for this to go away.
Instructions.
Okay, carrier's gone.
Affirmative. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Yishnu. Commencing. We are under attack.
Yeah, I figured they'd be coming this way. Don't worry, we'll make more. Come on, guys.
Your command.
And the observer. All right. We're still gonna make this work.
Your command.
I still have a ton of carriers. I'm not completely out of it here, but that was quite a bit of a setback for me. They finally decided to attack. Then you build it. And the assimilator. And like 5 pylons down here. We're gonna come back from this. Just a minor setback in the scheme of things, but I do want to get everything back up.
Instructions. You look at us.
All right, you guys are now number 1. Build more interceptors. Head here. 2. You guys get
Instructions.
these guys. You're number 2. Start building interceptors.
Commencing.
All right, how many are left? That was all of them. All right, fair enough. Some more carriers underway. We are going to need some photon cannons down here, although I'm not sure how many, because I'm not planning on not attacking for too much longer.
Instructions. Your command. You have not enough minerals.
I'm about to get some. Just give me like an IOU or something. All right, head in. How much is here anyway? Okay. Not gonna update anybody else. All right. So we got income again. You guys could be better served somewhere else. Like here. Where I have not been attacked yet. Alright, so I got 2 there. I'm gonna try to fill out with carriers again. Oh, this one's next, actually. We're gonna try to move in. The Arbiters, as you saw, do a number on me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Really? Yeah, finish him. Don't let him hassle you like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Carrier has arrived.
You know what? You go over here. Alright, we got more work to do here. Oh shit, I picked the wrong one. We're gonna get those minerals. Actually, I can't even build another one, can I? That's it. That is all I'm gonna get.
Look at us.
Until things start dying again. So the Observer will help out with the Arbiter a little bit, but that lockdown is still going to be really, really strong.
Instructions.
There's not much that I can do about that. So it looks like I'm gonna have 12 and 12 and 5? Yeah, it looks like 5. So that's 29 total.
Your command.
I mean, that's good. It's not what I hoped for, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you guys need to hang out here still. Keep on making them. We're gonna get this. I like my odds. I do have a ton of firepower on my side. And I'm putting off probably a little bit longer than I should, but damn it, we are going in full guns blazing.
Carrier has arrived.
Just waiting on you, buddy.
Instructions.
And interceptors. But we're always waiting on interceptors. We just need this last one to pop out, and then we can move out. Raider made it! A lot of people say bring Raider, but as you can see, there was a lot of bad things that could have happened to Raider along the way.
Carrier has arrived.
Seems like so many of these maps are kind of built on just luck about
Your command.
when you attack versus when they're moving out. And as far as I can tell, a lot of that is random. So where we need to go is over here. We're going to start over here somewhere. Now, I don't want these guys bunched up too much because of the Arbiter. That has been an issue for me. But if they are bunched up, it's not that big of a deal. It's just that if there's like 1 or 2 excluded, oh my god. If there's like 1 or 2 excluded, then there does point to an easy carrier for them to kill. Alright, so right around here. The Observer will come. Oh, this is just death incarnate waiting for them. Now there should be an entrance around here somewhere. It's actually right here. Okay, 2? My Observer went down. Shit. I knew I should have brought it back up.
Executor, we have found Tassador's stasis cell. We will attempt to free him now.
I did lose 1. But ultimately, I think I have this. No, 3, you go down here. So easy to accidentally hit an interceptor. Alright, I think I have this fully won. Oh, they're going for the stasis cell naturally. Alright, we won! Alright.
I expected you to attempt to retrieve your hero. You will learn that the will will of the Conclave is absolute. Make peace with Adun.
Stay thy hand, Adjudicator. The stewards of Tassadar shall not fall while the Dark Templar live. Call off your guards and stand aside, and you may yet live to see another moonrise.
I will not be addressed so by one so devoid of the Kala's light. You and your vile brethren shall die with these traitors.
Are you truly so blinded by your vaunted religion that you cannot see the fall ahead of you? Your conclave believes that they are winning this war, but all they have succeeded in doing is helping the Overmind to win.
What could you possibly know about our designs, blasphemer?
You speak of knowledge, Judicator. You speak of experience. I have journeyed through the darkness between the most distant stars. I have beheld the births of negative sounds, and borne witness to the entropy of entire realities. Unto my experience, Alderus, all that you have built here on Ioran is but a fleeting dream. A dream from which your precious conclave shall awaken, finding themselves drowned in a greater nightmare.
We shall see.
And we have won. I didn't completely wipe out the base, but I think I could have. They automatically targeted the stasis cell, so it went down almost as quickly as I saw that they were attacking it. Carriers. I like them. How long did that take? It took a bit. It took a little bit of time, but I absolutely crushed them across the board. In terms of units, I made 386. I killed 169. I lost 37. A couple of those were carriers. A couple of those were probes. I killed 90 of purple and 79 of red. That does add up right, so what do you know? It sometimes happens. In terms of structures, I made 80. I got rid of 63 of theirs. I lost 18 of mine. Most of them were photon cannons, but there were a couple other things as well. In terms of resources, these are lies. These are just lies. They don't have anything. I don't know where they're getting this, but I did spend more than they did, all on carriers. Carriers are strong. And we have been quite a tough mission there. Had a little bit of difficulty with it, and we are ready to move on.